All right, guys. So this is it. I'm gonna make my Land Before Time tier list for the movie. So I guess we can just get started. So
No, 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 no. You already fucked up. Listen, you forgot to mention the sponsor.
we don't have a sponsor.
And whose fault is it that we don't have any sponsors? Maybe if we stopped making shitty fucking videos, we would have them already. Did you stop to think about that? Nah, he says. Of course, of course. Well, that's your fault, and since it's your fault, you're going to be the one to figure it out. Uh-huh. I'm gonna be right over there, relaxing. So fuck you.
All right. Well, ignore him. We're just gonna go ahead and get started with the video then. So, what do I think of the Land Before Time movies? Well,
I hold the Land Before Time movies near and dear to my heart because it's something me and my brother grew up watching that we loved. It was directed and produced by Don Bluth, and it also had Steven Spielberg as the executive producer as well. It followed Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, Petrie, and Spike as they got separated from the parents and had to make their way to the Great Valley. Yada yada. Littlefoot's mom died. You guys already know about that. It got a bunch of awards. It was great, but it also got a crap ton of sequels. So with how great the movie apparently was, it's only fair to beg the question.
so how did the sequels turn out? Yeah, I know. I changed my shirt. Hank says we can't wear the same thing. I don't know why. Something about people would think we're the same person. I think he's a little crazy. Let's get started. Before we begin, you might be wondering why the first Land Before Time is already up there, and that's just simply because I think it's an amazing movie. It deserves to be A tier for me. I loved it growing up, and I know you guys did too, so I couldn't think of a reason why it shouldn't be. That being said, yeah, it's gonna stay at A tier. Alright, moving on. The Great Valley Adventure is by far the best sequel this series has ever made, even so by saying it's better than Godslap. What the hell is Godslap? I don't know. Hank tells me it's something that a penguin made, but he assures me it's really good and I should check it out. Another thing I wanted to point out was that Pinky and the goddamn Brain were in this movie, and the way they interact off each other, how funny they were, they carried the entire movie on their backs, and I just loved it. They played a pair of egg thieves, whatever the hell the dinosaur is called, and one of them turns out that they actually want to be a vegetarian, which I think is funny since that's what scientists say that dinosaur actually ate, was vegetation. So a little bit funny nowadays knowing about that. But the movie follows Littlefoot and his friends as they think that they're adults and they want to, I guess, prove that they are. So fucking Pinky and the Brain decide we're going to go eat some eggs, and they end up stealing a T-Rex egg, and then Littlefoot and his friends end up naming the T-Rex Chomper because it becomes their friend. But you don't care about that. No. You care about the fucking songs. And let me tell you something about the fucking songs, man. They were clapping. Yeah. Yeah, You're One of Us Now isn't another one. It's okay. But eggs. S tier. S tier song by S tier voice actors. I fucking loved it. Not really much else I wanted to say, but yeah, I do think it deserves to be its S tier. So that's where it's going to stay. Moving on. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch the fact that the one on the left has mascara on, and I can't even tell what the fuck the other two are supposed to be. But hey, at least they can sing and dance, or whatever the fuck they call that.
Overall, big props and a round of applause for Dingo Pictures finally coming along and upgrading their animation department. I think they did a fantastic job. There's no surprise, I don't like these guys. So yeah, you can call me Simon Cowell because they're not going to be getting on the next Crustaceans Top Dino. Truth be told, the only thing that makes this movie so bad is the fact that it's really, really forgettable. I honestly forgot what the plot was about this one until I rewatched it. And man, is it just boring. Like, for real, this is only the third movie in the series, and the quality has dropped so low. I don't have much faith for the rest of the movies in the franchise. And if this is the level of quality we are to expect, then yeah, the series is doomed, to be honest, and I don't have much faith for the rest. I mean, how the fuck you gonna come out swinging with two great-ass movies just to drop the ball with the third one? That's how forgettable it is. Yeah, it's for kids, I don't care. That being said, I think that because the movie is so forgettable, it deserves to be in D tier. But don't worry, this isn't Chester Cheetah crop dusting us with his flaming hot bowels. No. The movies get so much worse after this point, with some hidden gems still lingering somewhere inside.
You're doing great, champ. Keep it up.
We start this next one on a bit of a sad note. Linda Gary, Littlefoot's grandma, ended up dying after this film was made. You may not realize it, but some of the work she did was voice acting for some Disney roles. She got casted for the hippo and a gazelle in The Lion King, as also a role for The Little Mermaid. She also got casted to play the blender, the floor lamp, and the green car for the Brave Little Toasters, which I thought was fucking amazing. The plot for this one is simple. Littlefoot's grandpa is dying, and instead of actually trying to do something to save him, all the adults just gather around twiddling their fucking thumbs while the kids go out and actually do something to help, risking their fucking lives in the process. Littlefoot also gets himself a girlfriend who consequently leads him and his friends to their doom. I definitely love the slapstick and humor in this movie. It's definitely a lot more prominent than it was in the others. The scenes where the alligator and this bird guy were working off each other, just it was funny, and it definitely holds up. But let me tell you something. Damn! It goes to show you how catchy these songs were because they still hold up to this day, and I couldn't be any happier because of it. Towards the end, Littlefoot and his gang eventually find the flour they need to save his grandpa. And when they do, Allie and her crew dip out like, well, see ya bitches, my guest appearance is over. Good luck trying to find someone to guest star in these shitfests. Overall, taking everything into consideration, I gotta say that this movie is definitely A tier for me. Not better than the first one, and definitely not better than the superior second movie in my opinion, but it definitely deserves to be up there as one of the greatest. Along our way of this train wreck of dino droppings and disappointment, I've got to say that this movie will definitely give you a brief pause from the upcoming onslaught of shit about to hit. I'll explain the plot of this one real quick since it's simple. Basically, a bunch of fucking locusts came in and ate everyone's food, so they had to DoorDash themselves over to a new Great Valley, and the gang gets lost and they kind of get fucked because of it. They end up getting trapped on an island surrounded by ocean, which leads to one of the best songs ever written, Big Water. I fucking love it. And they do meet a old friend. Chomper returns. Yay! And he can speak now.
Speak. Fuck!
Alright, you get the joke. Another thing I thought was kind of funny was that apparently Chomper's parents can very well understand everyone else. Up till now, they portrayed Sharpteeth as some kind of vile, mindless monster that only knows how to eat, sleep, and apparently fuck. Well, it looks like we had some misconceptions about Barney's family because they went ahead and invited Littlefoot and his friends over for dinner and decided not to eat them. No joke, the parents literally question why Chomper is playing with his food and won't eat them.
You know, I bet Chomper's parents must be arguing about going to the grocery store like, honey, I'm going to the store, what do you want? Pick up some Brachiosaurus. I told you, Chomper won't eat meat, it reminds him of his chew toy. Man.
I will say the highlight of the movie was definitely the climax. Littlefoot and his friends were end up cornered on a cliff, being chased by some strung out sharp tooth. And you can look at this man's eyes and know this man is higher than a fucking kite right now. But Chomper's parents come to save him and shit. Yeah, they kind of kick his ass, double team him. I think it was a little unfair, to be honest. He ends up falling on his ass off the cliff and gets swept away by the current. And Littlefoot and his gang are saved and brought back home. And the movie pretty much wraps up after that. Overall, it's a good movie, but this is definitely where the good Land Before Time movies end. And it's a steep drop off from that point. With that being said, I can't see myself giving this thing anything higher than a C. It's not that it's a bad movie, it's just, it's okay. So, yeah, C.
Alright, so the next one, The Secret of Sars Rock, is okay, inherently, I would say. I love the premise of the idea. It's a Wild West style. You know, they open up with a campfire and tell the story about how these dinosaurs, or these brachiosauruses, were being harmed and bullied by the big bad sharp tooth, and then some fucking badass comes out and beats the shit out of him, and then just hightails the fuck out of there, but not before summoning a giant dick from the goddamn ground, the goddamn earth itself, as it shoots up erect and powerful, just to take shape of him to forever watch over the hidden valley. And I thought it was great, because then Littlefoot and his friends are like, wow, oh, I love the lone dinosaur, he's so cool. And like Littlefoot even like wants to cosplay as him. Is fucking stupid.
Hey, when are you gonna let me do some of these, huh?
Because I feel like if I did, you would fuck it up on purpose. But by all means, go ahead, prove me wrong.
Alright, so get this. The fucking lone dinosaur comes into the Great Valley, all old and shit, and Littlefoot's like, oh my god! Like a complete fucking fanboy over him. And he's like, I'm just trying to retire, enjoy the peace and shit. And Littlefoot and his fucking gang are going around fucking shit up and break the giant erect dick. So guess what happens? Sharp teeth come and they fuck shit up.
I mean, yeah, but dude, you didn't even mention the fucking song. Like, the song was pretty good, I thought.
Oh yeah, dinosaur.
And there he goes again.
Dinosaur. He can whip you in your
What?
ass. He will
That's
fuck
not even
you
the
in
fucking
your
lyrics,
face.
dude.
Dinosaur.
Alright, stop it. I'm done.
Dinosaur.
Stop. You ruined this beyond belief, dude. I don't even know where we left off.
You're about to mention the whole cause of the entire fucking problem to begin with.
Oh, yeah. Sarah's cousins were, from what I remember, the whole fucking reason why the erect dick broke in the first place. And it's kind of funny, they were fucking around and it happened. Now, they mentioned about how it was like bringing bad luck to their valley, and that's where we got another really good song. What was it? Sometimes if you stumble on a bumblebee, it's bad luck. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah, Spike had a fucking solo in that.
Dude, are you fucking drunk?
Just slightly, but it's alright.
Okay, well, there's not really much exciting to the movie. You can probably pretty much guess fucking sharp teeth come. And it's up to the lone dinosaur to whoop their ass once more. It's pretty cool scene at the end where this man treats their fight like it's a fucking WWE wrestling match and he's a fucking Undertaker. I gotta say, though, besides the songs, the movie is pretty forgettable. Case in point, I actually skipped over it during this review and then realized that error and had to go back and edit this review in so that way it would make sense. You know, I'm talking a lot of shit right now, but it was kind of unique for its kind. It's a Wild West themed, and the songs are good for the most part. I think it's earned the C, but just fucking barely. Just fucking barely. The Stone of Cold Fire is all about how the gang thinks that the fucking meteorite is some kind of magical fucking rock.
And I'll get more on that in a second. But we open up with Littlefoot having a wonderful dream, only to be violently awoken. And he sees the meteor crash down and tells everyone about it the next day. And they all think he's fucking crazy. Of course. This is where Littlefoot faces his greatest challenge. Scientology. Nah, they're called Rainbow Faces, and they've come to spread the word of science to the dinosaurs, of which Sarah's dad gets belligerent and demands they leave. Meanwhile, Petrie's creepy-ass molesty uncle comes around, and he's like, ooh, a mysterious rock that grants powers? Ooh, gimme, gimme. Yeah, it's at this point Petrie's uncle decides that he's gonna want to steal the rock for himself because he needs it to get the trust back from the rest of the herd. Fucking stupid as it is, but he brings his goons to help him, and this is where the show gets kinda good. He spies on Littlefoot and his friends and even questions to the point of interrogating the kids where the fuck the meteorite is. It gets to a point where he gets fed up and has a little song and dance explaining why he's the most important and powerful character in the entire show. Yeah, he's hooting and hollering about why he should be the leader of the pack and shit. Meanwhile, his goons are in the background like, this narcissistic son of a bitch is gonna cut us out of our fair share. So then guess what? They start plotting against him.
Can't say I blame them. They must have been fed up with all the time this guy must have been fucking himself in the mirror.
The only credit I will give to Petrie's uncle was he wasn't in the business of kidnapping any of the kids. Nah, he was like,
professionals have standards.
well, poor Ducky, because I guess the goons didn't get the fucking memo. Yeah, there's a climax. They eventually save Ducky from the clutches of the evil flyers. But yeah, it ends up with them outside the Great Valley, and they find the fucking meteorite. And then all three of them decide, hey, the power's mine! No, the power's mine! Like I said, they make a mad scramble. All three of them try to crack it open like a fucking omelet. Eventually, Petrie's uncle's convinced to give up on trying to crack open the fucking rock as an earthquake happens, and they all get to safety, leaving the other two to perish for all they care.
Littlefoot even gets to see Elrond's ancestors disappear into nowhere, spreading their bullshit wherever they may be.
Yeah, after going back over this movie, I've got to say it's one of my least favorite. I'm going to flat out give it a D. I will give it to Petrie's uncle and his two goons. They were pretty funny for the most part. Not enough to save it, though.
So yeah, I thought it was just a kind of forgettable movie. Pretty bad because of it. I do like those three. They were great, but other than them, no. But this next one is gonna...
Yo, bitch, I'm talking to you.
Hey there, Hank. You wanna share something with the class?
Better believe it, chuckle fucks.
Okay.
Alright, Hank, you're going to show us what you got.
Why, yes, I do have something very much. In fact, I have the cure for all our problems. Behold, the Infinity Gauntlet. With this, I can snap away all our problems. I just need the stones. I'm having them FedEx to us. It's gonna be here in 2 business days.
Hank? Dude, like, it's Friday.
It's the weekend? Alright, so what do I do again? I just talk about the movie? Yeah, well, so this next one, The Big Freeze, sucked ass. And there's not even any good songs in it. So guess what? Forgettable. Just like the other one. But that being said, what am I supposed to expect from pure shit? Can't really say anything else about it. Oh well. Take it from here, Rat King.
What? You gotta be kidding me. That's all you really got? Hank, your review stank so bad that I had to leave and go to Starbucks to finish this goddamn video. You thought I was bullshitting you, but nah. I'm for real. Alright, Hank, that's it. That's the last time I let you do this shit. Alright, were we on The Big Freeze? So this one opens up with Littlefoot and the gang talking to some know-it-all who complains all the fucking time. I think his name is, Mr. Thicknose. Yeah, that's what it was. Thicknose. Weird-ass name. So yeah, it blizzards and now there's no more food left. Meanwhile, in the background, Spike gets himself a new brother, so fuck Ducky, I guess. Not only that, but he gets himself a new adopted mom. It must have been like, yeah, sorry, you're not good enough anymore. And you know what? He just abandons the rest of his friends, too. He leaves with them like, hey, this is my new family now. See you guys. Well, it turns out no one's willing to travel with Littlefoot and his friends to go find Spike, which would make sense. Hell, even Spike's own adoptive mom is like, well, he's with his kind. It's where he should be. Like, bitch, you are a terrible fucking mom. It makes sense why no one else is gonna go save Spike, but he's your fucking son. How you gonna let some fucking woman just come in and kidnap your fucking child? Anyways, turns out Thicknose is the only one willing to go help the kids, so he travels with them. And, yeah, it kind of leads to a sad-ass fucking song.
Everyone wants to be
Oh, dear
wanted.
fucking God.
Everyone wants to be loved.
You done yet?
Everyone wants to be
Okay,
happy.
fucking enough, man. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a sad song. The fucking Thicknose is talking about how no one wants to be his friend. I'm like, damn, I can kind of relate to that.
You know, I bet you fucking could too.
Yep, that's right. Go on. Keep talking. Remember, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me.
You're gonna die alone and you know it.
So, Littlefoot, Big Nose, and the rest of the gang go out to try and find Spike, but end up causing an avalanche, which somehow triggers a goddamn Sharptooth to come and fight them, which I guess the fucking studio was like, oh, wait, no, we don't have our Sharptooth requirements met yet. Go ahead and throw in a Sharptooth for them to fight. They make him snowboard off a cliff extreme sports style, so. But that's not all. They also managed to find Spike. Yay! After his real mom saves him, he decides to come back and stay. Winter's gone. Yay! Happy endings for everyone. Yeah, Hank, after looking over it, yeah, no, this movie really did kind of suck. I wouldn't say it's forgettable, though. I mean, it is the Christmas episode of the series, so it's kind of hard to forget it. All that being said, though, I do gotta say it's still pretty shitty. Even though it's the Christmas episode of the bunch and it stands out, the plot is so bare-bones shit. There's literally nothing else I could talk about the movie that would stand out as anything significantly important. Journey to the Big Waters was a huge disappointment. Big letdown, really. Song at the beginning was good, but not really much else I can say besides that. Actually, there was a funny part where they meet a new character named Mo, some kind of water dino, and everyone thinks that Littlefoot has an imaginary friend. Oh yeah, he's going crazy. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Until they see him, and then they go on another adventure to bring him back home to the big waters. I mean, little do they know that a fucking Mosasaurus is on their ass, but hey, they end up clowning on him like they would with any other one. There's a part where they go back and sing the Big Water song, and I guess it's because they can't think of anything else, so it's like back to the fucking drawing board. Funny, I bet Universal's like, hey, who forgot to pay the music director? Out of budget? Just recycle the same song. These are dumb kids, they'll never notice the difference. You know, you would think for the 9th installment of the series that it would fucking go somewhere and they would develop, but no. Littlefoot and his friends never age, mind you, during this entire series. We do get a bunch of voice actor changeovers. I guess that counts, right? Hell, even the fucking voice actors were like, nah, I don't want this to be my fucking career. I'm gonna dip before it's too late. Yeah, after thinking about it, I gotta say, this one also is forgettable. Rewatching all these movies really just made me realize that nostalgia truly is a bitch and the most potent thing to our minds.
What the hell's going on? King, what happened?
Behold, Hank. Budget upgrades. Oh yeah, those sponsors be rolling in real nicely.
Budget increase, eh? Ah, yes. I feel it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention? No, yeah, I'm the sponsor, because I'm paying for all this shit, because you're sure as fuck ain't helping me, asshole.
Okay. Okay. Hey, can I see that for a second? Just 1 second. Just let me see how I work this thing again. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Not bad. See over there? That's where I sleep now. Mine shit. Fuck yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, here.
The Great Long Neck Migration is the 10th installment of this series, and I'm glad we're almost done because this series has gone on way too freaking long. So this one opens up with Littlefoot having a dream where him and the rest of his species learns the ability of flight. Damn, evolution really does favor whoever the fuck it wants, doesn't it? So he has a dream about a solar eclipse, and apparently his grandparents also have the same dream, which I guess it's a prophecy that they need to leave the Great Valley on a massive adventure to figure out where they have to fucking go. I tell you, I got confused as fuck how any of that made sense for Littlefoot and his grandparents to decide on. And guess what? I'm not the only one either. Here, taken from Sarah.
So let me get this straight. You've been having sleep stories, so you're going on an adventure, but you don't know when, and you don't know where, and you don't know why, but you'll just sort of feel when it's time to leave, and then you and your grandparents will just sort of wander off. Is that it?
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Eventually, Littlefoot and his grandparents do have to leave the Great Valley to go on their journey. They run into some trouble as Littlefoot's about to turn himself into a Happy Meal for a very hungry gator. Luckily, he's saved by a new character that we are introduced to as Sue.
Wow, big lady.
So she tags along with them on their journey, and along the way, a bunch of others come too. So it's like a big-ass herd. A big, shitty CGI fuckfest. I gotta remember to hold off on talking about the animation. I'll get more on that in a second. So meanwhile, while Littlefoot and his grandparents are off on their journey, Sarah gets a nightmare that when Littlefoot comes back, he will be praised and worshipped as the next Messiah by the entire herd. You know, she couldn't take that line down, so she had to go get the rest of the gang and be like, yo, let's go find Littlefoot. Poor Petrie couldn't wake up fast enough, apparently, though, because they just toss a watermelon on his ass. They eventually get to the same swamp that Littlefoot was at, and the same alligator, waiting patiently. For real, this is the most patient fucking gator, and they're over here, like, roasting the man, and he's over here taking it. Well, eventually he gets tired of waiting. He ends up just taking the chances, and still manages to fuck it up all in the end. You can see it in this man's eyes that he's done with it all and just goes back to sulking. Meanwhile, Littlefoot, his grandparents, and the rest of the herd eventually do find where they need to go, which is some kind of giant-ass crater that protects them from sharp teeth. Quote unquote, that is. Oh, but more importantly, Littlefoot seems to find his dad. I guess he came back from finally getting the bread, huh? He runs away, but later they have a heart-to-heart, and it's actually kind of sad. You know, he explains why he left and what ended up happening. He also found a bunch of other abandoned longnecks, so he adopted them. So I guess Littlefoot has a bunch of step-siblings now, huh? I guess that's why Shorty seems to be so pissed off all the time. He's got competition now. He's got to fight for father's love. Littlefoot has a vision about the eclipse about to happen and thinks the sun's gonna fall, but his dad tells him that it's their job as longnecks to hoist it back in the sky. Eventually, Littlefoot's friends catch up with them, and it's a nice reunion, but they also bring a friend. Guess what? Sharp Teeth! You know, I seem to remember a certain sauropod saying otherwise. They fight him off, and they win, and guess what? Now it's time for the solar eclipse. So all the fucking longnecks decide, alright, we gotta get to the rim of this crater and hoist up our necks, up our tippy toes if we have to. I will say the solar eclipse part was really fucking cool. That being said, the rest of the animation, oh god, I'll get to that in a minute. So after the eclipse passes, Littlefoot has a choice. He can go home with the rest of his friends and his grandparents, or he can leave with his dad. Not gonna lie, this part was kind of sad. His friends were like, hey, don't worry, even if you choose to leave us, we'll still be your best friends no matter what. I bet a lot of these TikTok clout goblins can't say the same thing.
Remember what I said about dying alone? He.
You know you're a bitch, right? So after all that, Littlefoot still decides to go back with his friends and his grandparents, and the movie pretty much wraps up after that. Now, if I had to rate this one, I'm still going to give it a D, but there's a very specific reason for it. The story wasn't bad, the music was relatively pretty good, but there's one thing that I've been avoiding talking about this entire fucking tier list, and that's the goddamn animation. You can tell just by watching all the other ones back to back, the quality has dipped so fucking hard, and when it came to this one, Universal said, fuck you. And I've been pretty lenient by not talking about the animation quality for the other 9 movies too. But I'm not going to hold my tongue any longer. No. I'm going to rip these last 3 a fucking new one. The Evasion of the Tiny Asauruses. Dear fucking God. I don't even know where to begin. I guess this is a quick rundown of the plot. So there's a sweet tree that everyone gathers around once a year or so to eat from, and Sarah's dad is a dick about it. I mean, I understand why. He wants to make sure that his piece of ass gets the first bite because he's trying to score. I don't blame the dude, I would too. But thanks to Littlefoot's insecure ass for literally being called Littlefoot, decides to fuck it up for everyone. See, he knocks all the leaves off the tree, and they all get eaten up by a bunch of little sauropods. And Littlefoot blames him for it. That causes Sarah's dad to become a raging racist who decides we need to exterminate them. Well, these are some great lessons to teach to kids in the first 5 minutes. Oh, if you ever fuck up, just lie and blame someone else so you don't get in trouble. Followed by, if you don't like something new, then destroy it. Yeah, Sarah's dad literally causes a manhunt to try and find these guys and kill them, which is kind of fucked up, but thank God Littlefoot got to them first. He agrees to bring them food so that way they don't have to go out at night and get caught, but that only goes so far until the rest of his friends find out what he's doing. Luckily, Sarah's still pissed at her dad for trying to replace her mom, so she decides to help Littlefoot and keep this a secret. That is until he finds out and tries to get a mob together to go over there and kill them all. It's only now that Littlefoot thinks it's a good idea to tell the truth and take the blame for what he caused in all of this. Whoops, oh well, too late. They did. Nah, just kidding. They do get chased by a pair of velociraptors who make their way back into the Great Valley for the others to deal with. I was gonna say this is a breath of fresh air to see something new, but these guys get clowned on so fucking hard it's a shame. There's the part where all the tiny Asauruses fight back and they are resorting to biting them. When the hell did y'all switch diets? Did I miss something?
Doesn't matter, because they go back to running around like scrambled eggs when they fail. The rest of the herd comes back and saves the day by chasing the velociraptors back in the hole where they came from. Next year rolls around and everyone gathers around to eat. Happy endings for everyone, right? Well, no. Because I'm sorry, I just can't pay attention with how bad the fucking animation is, let alone the voice acting changed, so now I don't even recognize anyone. And you may be thinking that I'm bitching about nothing, but no. You sit here and tell me that this looks good. No. Well, what about this? Looks like shit, you say. Yeah, I gotta agree. Looks like shit. You know the studios try to cover it up too, because you don't see the CGI in the forefront. No, they gotta hide it in the background, because they know if they use it on a larger scale, everyone will notice how terrible it is. They didn't even fucking try to make it look good. Look at this! I mean, just fucking look at it! Look at it!
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
So yeah, you can bet I probably don't like it. So let's dump this Jurassic dung heap of a movie in forgettable, and let's move on to the next.
The Land Before Time, the Day of the Great Flyers. Oh my god, I have nothing good to say about this movie. Nothing at all. It all sucks. Oh, but why does it suck, you ask? Well, 'cause this one's incredibly fucking boring. And I don't mean boring like I've been saying with the others. I mean like this one genuinely doesn't have a fucking plot other besides Petrie can't fucking fly. Which you think would be a hinge since Petrie is a pterodactyl, but nah.
He's flying like he's trying not to catch the DWI. And all his siblings are pissed at him too, and I don't blame them. How many times have they practiced this shit just to have Petrie fuck it up for them? Oh yeah, Sarah also gets a new sister, while, her dad and her new stepmom neglect her. Wonderful parenting. Oh, better not forget to mention, we got a new character. Da-da-da-da-da! Greedo! Am I about to see the Millennium Falcon pull up and do a drive-by? Would be nice to see Han Solo going prehistoric hunting. Wrong movie, I guess. For real, this is the worst character to come out of this godforsaken series. I hate him that fucking much. I wish he'd just walk off a cliff and die already. Oh, don't cock tease me like this. We both know you're a kid's movie. You got no balls. For real, you have no idea how badly I wanted this character to reenact the Terminator 2 scene. Would legitimately be the only cool thing that ever happened in this movie. Why did they paint this character like a comedian? He looks and sounds like a Seth Rogen ripoff, but worse. That actually leads me to my next gripe. The jokes in the series have gotten worse. Like dog shit water worse. The only thing worse than the jokes in this movie is the animation, which of itself is a joke. Actually, no, I'll take that back. You know what's worse than the jokes and the animation? The lesson that the kids are supposed to learn. Yeah, I get it needs to be a simple lesson so kids can understand, but come on, they're not that fucking stupid. For real, I know you could do a lot better than just be yourself, do things your own way, and don't let anyone get you down. Yeah, I get it. Every kid is unique in their own way. Everyone already knows that. Oh my god, I almost forgot about the songs. I want to know who's responsible for the music department because the songs in the fucking series have gone downhill so fucking hard. You went from whimsical melodies to fart sounds. For real, you think I'm happy about this? Fuck no, they sound like ass and I'm pissed off. This is all without even mentioning that, once again, the voice acting sucks just like ass, but oh my god, I fucking can't take this series anymore. Hey Hank, you wanna come over here and grade this bitch? Yeah, come finish the rest of this review. I'm done with this shit. I'm out.
Hehehe, I guess I get to finish the rest of this video. Yeah, this movie is dog shit. I have a damn good feeling, though, it's not gonna be the only one sitting down there so lonely. Oh yeah, we got one more piece of shit for you guys. I'll tell you this, the wisdom of the Friends, whatever the fuck it's called, is by far the worst fucking one. Not even a fucking question, I'll tell you that. Let me set the scene for you. You see, this one opens up with Littlefoot getting his grandma killed. Nah, just fucking with ya. Yeah, it's just a dream of back when he almost killed his grandma. Maybe it's best. No point in pulling a Disney and killing the grandma, too. Anyway, this is when Littlefoot finally learned some common sense. You went 12 whole fucking movies without doing this? I should have known you were fucking stupid. You and your friends might literally be the dumbest creatures in existence. Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, dear heavens! Is this the fucking Antichrist? Why do they look like that? What the fuck are they? And why are they so goddamn stupid? Good news, Littlefoot. I gotta walk back what I said about you and your friends. These guys. Oh, dear lord. I kinda feel bad for them, actually. Then again, they did almost get Littlefoot and his friends killed, so let's come together and pray to the rat gods that they get eaten by sharp teeth. Oh, come on. You gotta let natural selection take its course sometimes, Well, at least they made it to their herd. Wait, what the fuck are they doing? Why are their heads in the dirt? You seriously expect me to believe this is camouflage? How the fuck would this work? This won't do a damn thing. I wish the music was better too, because goddamn, this shit sucks ass. How the fuck did we go from, you're a friend and you're one of us now, you're a friend and you're one of us now, to whatever the fuck they're singing? You know what? Fuck it. We're fast forwarding through this bitch. That's right. You expect me to sit here and watch all this? I don't fucking think so. What's this? Oh, looky there. Looks like the parents are finally gonna go after their fucking kids. How come we never did that in any other fucking movies? Littlefoot, I commend you for wanting to do the right thing, but at this point, just let nature take its course. They're too dumb. Except that green one. Actually, looking back at it, yeah, he seems to be the only one paying attention. Hell, he was also the only one to find the fucking Berry Valley. And that's after he figured out how to... What the fuck are they doing? Well, it worked, so I guess I can't complain.
I want their entire species to go extinct.
Well, now that that's done, Littlefoot and his friends can finally get chewed out by their parents. What, it's just gonna end like that? Oh, fuck no. You know, I would say that no one needs to be taught common sense in a fucking kids movie, but then I remembered that the whole Tide Pod challenge existed, so guess not. Well, is there anything I like about the movie? No, nothing. Everything sucks. That's right, it's all shit. The movie sucks. The songs suck. The story sucks. Even the characters suck. So you know what that means? It's shit. You know what? Yeah, it's not even dog shit. It's worse than that. We need a new tier for this son of a bitch. Let's call it bottom of the shit barrel. Nah, that's not good enough. How's about Cretaceous craphole? Ooh, what about...
Alright, Hank, we get it. It's dog shit. I will say I'm glad that it's over. I mean, this was the worst one of the series, so thank God. Fuck this shit. Oh. You're still here. So, yeah, dog shit. Honestly, I'm just glad that I'm finished with the series because I can't take anymore. Just seeing my childhood be ruined like that, it just went downhill. And you know why they did it too? It's because of the whole fucking sequel crap. It's Disney was coming out with the direct-to-video movies. No one liked them. You never a single good one? I sure as fuck don't. What did Universal do? Same damn thing. The bread and butter, just crank them out. It's like no one has any originality anymore. And you see the fucking movies that Disney's putting out today, same damn thing. There is hope for DreamWorks though, right? DreamWorks is doing something good. The new Spider-Man movie, perfect. Alright, well, thanks for watching this shit fest. Hank, you have anything you want to say? Hank.
Huh? What? Oh, it's over? Ah, great. Well, good job, good job. I'm sure the viewers will absolutely love it. Won't you now? Don't watch it. Don't. Well, I like to say congratulations. That was mildly acceptable. Yeah, I am mocking you. But it's the best we got, so release it and hope for the best. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.